Hi viewers, welcome to Kboxtv once again, and today I'm here with Ghana's biggest promoter. For everybody who send me any message that wants to get to bring his boxer to Ghana to fight, guess what? Today I'm with a guy who's put together the best fight here in Ghana. Bukom Banku versus Pakistan. Bukom Banku versus Tahiti Powers. He filled up the whole stadium, the whole Bukom boxing arena, packed full to capacity. Today, our guest on the show is none but the biggest promoter once again in Ghana, Mr. Alex Ntiamoah. Mr. Alex, welcome to Kboxtv.
Thank you, Kofi.
Mr. Alex, I mean, maybe there were some accolades I was supposed to add that I didn't add. So, I mean, I would like for you to add it, and I will see how the rest of the show will go.
Actually, my name is Alex Ntiamoah-Boakye, the CEO of Sports Promotion. I can say I'm one of the nicest or the finest boxing promoters here in Ghana. We have a lot of good other promoters there, but some of them are started already and they gone ahead of us and we are following just to make sure we sustain the sport of boxing here in Ghana.
Guys, let me give you an idea, okay? So here in Ghana, we've seen a lot of promoters come and go, come and go, come and go. But Mr. Boakye hit the scene in 2008, and since then to 2020, okay, he's promoted every single year. Not just one show in a year. There have been years that he's given us like 5 shows. He's given us 3 shows. He's had his ups and downs, but the good thing is that every year he's been consistently giving Ghanaians boxing. Mr. Boakye, I mean, for a place that on an industry that a lot of colleagues have come and left, what has kept you very consistent in the game here in Ghana?
What I believe is every business that you do is all about passion. If I may quote from Confucius, it say, "Find a work that you love to find what you love to do, and you never work a day in your life." So it's more or less like my passion. So that has kept me over the years. Although, like you said, I've had my ups and downs, but still I keep on pushing because that is where my passion lies.
Right. You've had over 60 shows. I always go like Boss Right doesn't give us the entire, I mean, shows that you have done. And for me, I feel like you've done over 60 shows. For them, which of these fights do you have top of mind and go like, wow, after this fight, I really felt like, yeah, I've done this thing right.
You mean what is yet to come?
Hmm.
Oh yeah, actually, we are a promotional company that we believe in what the boxing fans want to see. And boxing is all about not what you, the promoter, wants to put out there, but what the fans want to see. Actually, Banku and Powers rematch is one thing that is on the mind of people. And it's still on the drawing board. I'm trying to do it to make it happen maybe by end of this year, 36th of December. Maybe it will happen. So that is what I'm thinking, or maybe it might delay next year, maybe March. I don't know, but still I'm trying to put it together. Apart from that, we have a lot of new boxes coming up, like Alfred Lamte, also known as the Bukom Bomber, and some few other guys out there. So actually, the Banku Basti too is one thing that is on my mind that I believe is one big fight that Ghanaians want to see. And I'm still talking to them on the drawing board, and they are ready. When they are ready, I'll put it out there.
All right, great. I mean, guys, you heard it here exclusively. We have Banku and Empowers back in action somewhere around December.
No, Banku and Basti somewhere.
Banku and Basti. It's December or somewhere around mid-March. I mean, let me bring the fans back to the first fight for the benefit of those who might not have seen that show. I mean, there are people here in the world who are not in Ghana that have not seen the show. I mean, Bukom Banku and then Basti Same are, I say, the biggest boxers that we have, or the names that can fill up an arena anytime, anywhere in Ghana here. And the man I have right here on the show today was a person who was able to put them together, and then it was a packed arena full of action, drama night. It was a drama night. I always go like, what was the biggest drama? Because Banku was up leading, and then when we realized how Basti Same had taken him out, and then I mean, it was a lot of emotions. We were all waiting for the rematch and everything, but like he's saying, it's been almost like 2 years, and Ghanaians have not seen the rematch. And so if he's saying that we're going to see it somewhere around December and then or March next year, is one thing that many Ghanaians will be excited about. But Mr. Ntiamoah, what has caused it? What has caused the delay? Is it that the fighters are scared to face each other or something?
Actually, when Banku lost the fight, he requested that he wanted a rematch. And initially, Basti Samer's team were looking to move forward with other fights. But I tried to convince them to come on board. But at the end of the day, when Basti's team also decided that they are ready for the fight, it seems like Banku himself was trying to, you know, be reluctant to it because he asked for it. So I was amazed when I begin to sense that he's trying to drag his feet to get into the fight. But I was able to, because he told me there were a lot of, that is what he believes. There were some spiritual things that didn't go on well for him. And
Right.
so he believes he needs to do one or two things because he told me he had a problem with his grandmom. There were some few family problems and all that stuff. He need to fix that before he'll be able to decide to come into. Though he requested for the rematch, and so I gave him some time, and he was able to get back to me to tell me he's ready. We can go ahead, and we had a signing, a public signing for people to see what will happen, and then we announced the fight. So I was a little bit confused when he came back and said we want the fight to be postponed for some time, and later on, I discussed with him. He said he has one or two things solving because he had a court case that it's the bench warrant on him looking for him, and he thinks he thought he couldn't get the time for training, so he will want to clear that hurdle before he will prepare for training. And I assisted him. I found him a lawyer, and I paid the attorney fees and all that stuff for the lawyer to plead on his behalf for the bench warrant to be waived. And I was able to do that, but still kept on, let's do this, let's do that. And boxing or as any other sport, it thrives on sponsorship. And sponsors cannot wait in vain without any concrete date for the show. So they pulled out, and still I was trying to convince him, and it's not forthcoming. But just about 2 months ago, he approached me and he told me he's ready, but we should talk about money issue so that we prepare for the fight. So that is what I'm trying to do. To see how best I can negotiate with him.
But I think it's already public knowledge that at a point you put you gave Bankus some part of the press prior to the agreement of the rematch. Is that correct?
Yes, it's correct. He requested some money to some advance to start training with them, as well as to do one or two things as to me that he need to sort some family issues and all that stuff. So Yes, not only I give Bati also some advance for him to use to train because it's one fight that the boxing fans or the public have seen first sight, and I
Mm.
want to have the best of them for the rematch. So
Right.
and that has always been my hallmark when it comes to big fights like this. I try always to get some advance payment to the boxers so that they cannot find themselves wanting before training. So actually, I give all the two boxers, I give each of them some money back because money is a little bit higher than what he received as part payment was higher
Uh,
than what Basti requested.
okay. All right. Great. I mean, I would like for us to talk more about that fight, but there are some things that I want to say them as well. I mean, the reason why I'm always proud that you're one of the biggest promoters, not just in Ghana but the whole Africa, is that you've had the opportunity of even bringing talents outside Ghana on your shows. Um, Before the COVID-19 started, on your last show you had a guy from Cameroon on the show. It was a very good fight, a cruiserweight from Cameroon, and Freddie Kiwit, who is now based in London, the Liberian boxer. He was also on your show some time back at the Osherford. You've also promoted Nigerian boxer Dorodola here in Ghana too as well. I mean, he was on your show, and then for the BBC, no ABU title belt. I want to ask you what attracts these guys, or what makes these guys, how are you able to attract these guys to come on your show and here in Ghana?
Okay, actually, I do have some partners outside, like Mike Atamura, boxing matchmaker and
Okay.
international consultant for MTK now. It's one partner that I've been in contact with him for a decade now. Uh,
Oh, nice.
he's, he's connected with a lot of boxing people, and whenever wants in Africa to bring a boxer experience, something international, and then recommend me to them, and they contact me and they will see I can deliver. So that is how some of the boxers I'm able to bring them into Ghana to fight. Apart from that, I also want to commend and thank your network, that is Kboxtv, because a lot of people sees Ghana boxing through Kboxtv. And that is a
Thank you.
way to um, let people get in touch to say, okay, we want to bring our boxer on your show and all that stuff. So actually, it's when you are doing a good job there, people
Thank you.
will find a way to get to you. And so I
That's
thank you also for your good job doing it.
All right, thank you, and thank you. I think the guys will even be more proud because I mean, for because of people like you in the game, they are always a rest assured that if not at all, Mr. Boakye will do his show on Box Office, and then we'll come on to fight. Now, I want to talk of some of the talents that you are working with. First, let me talk of some few legends that you've worked with. The former world champion Joshua Clottey. I was there myself at the on the mountains when he was fighting with the Tanzanian. It was an amazing thing. And then few times we've had Joshua, no Joseph Agbeko too also on your show as well. I mean, these legends. How are you able to attract them to fight on your shows?
Actually, they believe and understand the game, and
Hmm.
whenever we are doing negotiation, it's one thing that I said. It's my passion, so I do it as a way of passion that I have for the sport. And
Hmm.
so it's not much about thinking about money issue. Though we are working to get money, but at the end of the day, you do things that can sustain the industry. And I
Right.
believe they are legends. We need to
Hmm.
talk to them to support us. and we be in relationship for a long time. We're a
Right.
decade with all those people that you say have been in connection with boxing people for a long time.
Mm.
There are some who not. I'm not talking about these legends like the Joshua and Ogbeku. It's not about them, but some of the boxers some time back I used to support whenever they want to support, not only financially, but in other aspects of their life. Maybe some I like Joshua and others. I run some errands, not errands like an errand, whereby they are things that they want to have access to it or they want to have contact with, and I'm able to put strings for them. So it's more or less like I've handled difficulty paperwork, like his contract, I've gone through advice, though he has got a lawyer to do so, but it's a that sometimes you ask me to, go through. Sometimes people may want to have some interviews and all that stuff, and he refers them to me so that I talk to them and negotiate. Not about money, but a way to go about it to manage it.
Talk
So
about it.
it's something that I've been we had that chemistry for a long time. So it's very easy to convince him to come on board to fight. Joshua's caliber. If we are playing proper, we cannot do it here in Ghana. But what most I do is to let him understand that he can use his image to raise Ghana boxing again. And so that is how he
Okay.
understands. And then
Okay.
it's not
Okay.
about money issue.
Okay, guys, you just heard it. I mean, he's able to talk to these guys to get their image to lift Ghana boxing, and he's done it really, really well. He hasn't just promoted in Accra, but he's taking it outside Accra to the eastern regions and then other regions as well. It's one thing about box office promotion that I love, that they don't only bring the act, or they don't only do the actions or bring the action only in Accra, but they take it to other parts of Accra. I want to ask, would there be a time that we will see you promote in Nigeria and then in South Africa and some of these places?
Yes, we have some projects in the pipeline where we put in some of the shows across Africa.
Mm.
Things are on the drawing board. It's getting closer to the finishing touches because I'm working on one big sponsor on the continent that
Okay.
I can connect who are connected to some of these countries that you are talking about, and I'm putting some finishing touch to the negotiations, and I believe by next year, maybe first quarter and next year, we start that kind of maybe it might be like what 12 shows in a year whereby we have it all over Africa, South Africa, Ghana, Nigeria, Tanzania, Namibia, and other stuff. So, and I believe Kboxtv will be a very good platform that we can work on.
I mean, you are working with a lot of new talents now. We have seen some of the new boys like Alfred Lamptey, like you mentioned. Dixon has also been on your show. I've seen uh, expensive boxer fights on your shows. I mean, basically, the new crop of boxers that are coming in Ghana boxing now, most of them are on your shows. What have you got to tell some of these boys that um, you are showcasing to the world, and what are your expectations on the platform that you are giving them?
Actually, I believe we have had enough of our uh, legends and all that stuff, and we need to nurture new talents to bring them to the forefront to hold the flag of Ghana high in future.
Mm.
So basically, like you're saying, this platform that we need to give them so that they can also shine, they can also exhibit their talents for people to see, and then to be able to mobilize some support within the boxing loving communities, and then we can ignite dashing across the country and even Africa as a continent. So Lampe is now 6-0 with
Yeah.
4 knockouts. And if you could see the fights that he has been through, it's not just
He's
opponents
faced really tough
people
guys.
who
I mean, his last fight, if he
yes,
faced Choko
yes,
Banku.
yeah. If you want to be a very good champion, you need to let him go through the mills. If you are not
Right.
doing that and you are trying to give him weaker opponents, you will not grow to become a very strong boxer to face the world. So
Mm.
I'm trying as much as possible, though it's very expensive to get those
Mm.
high level boxers to fighting, but we need
Mm.
to push for that. And we thank around 10 boxing
Mm.
Dubai because they are made it happen because they are managing him and they are in
Okay.
collaboration with box office here in Ghana to put
Okay.
this kind of fights. So actually, with Lante, we have a program for him. Apart from boxing, we're trying to build his character outside the ring.
Mm.
One way or the other, I might say it's not somebody who's a school type, but we are trying
Mm-hmm.
to. We have scheduled how do you call it, educational program, literacy program
Okay.
for him so that he can go to and he'll be able to understand basic English, to be able to read contracts himself, and to know
Okay.
mathematics so that he can calculate his money and prepare. So that is one thing we are trying to do because at the end of the day, as a boxer now we are seeing also we are promoting some
Mm.
of the boxers managing. So we need to be there not only in the ring, but also outside
Mm.
the ring. We need to be them so that they can grow up after boxing, become a good citizen who can also continue their footstep after the sports that they have done for the country. So basically, that is what we are doing for Afro Lampi. Apart from him, like you said, we have featured expensive boxer
July, expensive boxer. Yeah.
July
Yeah.
on our show and
Yeah.
other few guys. We are trying to, catch them young so that we can prepare them well. There might be some boxers out there who are very good, but
Mm.
if they don't get people to guide them, it will be very hard for them to hit the target, like to become world champion. And that is one thing that I believe that we need to nurture them well so that they can see the way through on the path of becoming world champion. I quite remember when I had my relationship with, as I started my relationship with Game Boy,
Mm.
Emmanuel Digo.
Oh yeah. Game Boy.
He has always been pushing. Yeah, he has always been partnering with me that he would like to travel also to go and fight and all that stuff. But then I believe he's not ready for that. So I told him he needs to be built here in Ghana before he can move to conquer the world. But sometimes he'll be picking some fights with me that he also wants. Because sometimes you see your colleagues going to UK fighting, though they may lose or they may have lost the strength. But when they come to see changes in them, with
Mm.
good footwear, some good
Mm-hmm.
clothing, and all that stuff. But I told him, you are not the type to go for these things. We need to preserve you
Mm.
because we are one talent that I've seen that can conquer the world. So I need to protect you. We have had a
Mm.
fight, but I still stood on my ground. I made
Mm.
sure it didn't go as to getting the right fights here in Ghana and
Mm.
connecting with the right people. And as now he signed on with the Khan's management and is under develop promotion now.
Mm-hmm.
I believe it's somebody that will be fighting for him later soon. God
Yeah.
willing, if he wins, and then he moved to the world title. Though he has been able to capture the IBO world title, but he's
IBO
looking at
title.
certain other. Yeah, he's looking to get sanctioning bodies like WBO, IBF,
Yeah.
WBC, and the WBA, any of them to capture. And I believe
Right. Right.
not too long. It won't take a long time, but in the near future, he'll be one of the world champions.
All right, great initiative that you have in stock and plan for the guys. And yes, we really wish Emmanuel Game-Boakye the best, and we hope that I mean, unfortunately, the WBO called off his eliminator fight, but we just praying that he can get back on, and then he makes us proud again. And I want to talk about what's happening in Ghana now, with the president not giving combat sport the go ahead to start, because we've seen it happen. We've seen a lot of countries, even Tanzania. We saw Tanzania promote not too long ago with boxing going on, you understand, and some other parts of the world. Even today, I was watching the MTK Global show that they had in the UK today. So at least boxing has returned in some places. And I know you and some other promoters in Ghana that had wanted to come together to bring, I mean, at least, if not for anything, maybe test the waters, because the GBA had a meeting with other stakeholders, with the Trust Sports and Emporium. I mean, the facility owners of the Bukom Boxing Arena in it, also giving their full backing that they all want to make this thing happen. I mean, what do you think, or is making the president not make us enjoy our boxing? I mean, not give us the green light for combat sports to commence.
Actually, we've had a lot of, I might say, difficulty in managing our various families, as boxing has been our lifeline. And now it has been banned temporarily due to COVID-19 as part of contact sports. I don't understand that the president wants the best for his countrymen and women, and so we want to be sure that if there is a way that we can adhere to the safety protocol, so we can put in some safety measures that can help us to compete in the COVID-19, if we are to go back another sporting activity before he can give us the green light. Now, he has not seen anything yet. Nothing has been put forward to his team or his advisory team to be able to advise on that. But like I said, we have had meeting with the Ghana Boxing Authority, of which they have brought forth their measures in case what I want to promote within this COVID-19 era. But it all depends on the president who has the mandate and the power to ban or lift a ban on any sports here in Ghana COVID-19. My suggestion to the GBA the last time was that they should be able to put all those safety measures together, and whatever intention that they have, that we can still contain the virus at the same time being about with our business of boxing. They should put on paper and forward to the president's advisory team, so they can also be able to have a first hand of what we want to do as boxing people, and if it makes sense to them, they can leave the ban for us to go ahead. Like you said, we've seen US, we've seen UK, we've seen Tanzania. I learned when there was this lockdown, they didn't go lockdown. They have not banned sports and other things, so they have their population to be able to observe the protocols, but they have not banned boxing temporary. So that's the reason why you could see they have banned it. Like US, who have got the biggest number of deaths and biggest number of infections, they are still going ahead with boxing because it's the lifeline of some people, and when people who have skill are angry for a long time, it's very, very, very dangerous. And so I'm requesting from the president that he should be able to have a first hand of the safety protocol that has been fought by the Ghana Box Authority. And based on that advice, I believe he can open or lift the amount of boxes. Kofi, you are in this thing for a long time, and you know that there are a lot of boxers whose managers have spent a lot on them before they get what they are now. For now, they are not about the date or the next day that they are fighting on, because there is a temporary ban on the sport. It will make some of them put on some weight, and it won't be very easy for them to shed those weight when they are not in shape. It will worry them. Some of them might be arrested and all that stuff. And people have spent a lot of money, a lot fortune on boxers to be able to reach this stage. And if we are not careful with the way things are going, it will be very, very difficult for those boxers to shed weight that they have gained, as well as to perform well as they used to, because of ring rust and all that stuff. So I'm praying the president, with all humility, I pray that he lift the ban so that we can go a normal boxing thing to do. And like I suggested the other time, the combatants or the boxers can have their
I think we've lost Mr. Alex Ntiamoah for a while, but guys, this is the guy I'm talking to. He's the one who promoted the make or break the dream fight between Bukom. Okay, I think I have him back. I'm trying to see if I can get him back. The Bukom Banku versus Bastille Samer fight. It was the man who's behind it. I mean, this fight was a very big fight here in Ghana. I mean, any boxing fan that went to this venue would attest to what I'm saying. But I think we have him back on the line. Mr. Ntiamoah, can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah. So you were saying something like that. Yeah, you suggested the last time that the combatants, and then you went.
Hello.
Yeah, hello. I can hear you. Can you hear us? Can you hear me?
Yeah, like I said. Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. So can you go ahead?
Hello. Yeah, like I said, people have spent a lot of money on their boxes, and some are rated and some though not rated, but because of the caliber of fight that they have fought, it has put them on certain level. And if they become active for a while or for some time, it will be very, very difficult to gain their position back into the ratings and all that stuff. So we are praying that the president comes to lift our ban for us, so that those managers and promoters can come together and push these boxes to be active, and so whenever they are needed as well, they are ready to go. And also, before I will conclude, I believe in this COVID-19 time, it will be very, very difficult for boxers, for promoters to promote and get the space to come and watch, because it will be restricted. What happens if the GBC can go to how do you call it, to vie for the Premiership media right, with the kind of money that they put for the G, which is about 5.5 million USD, which once spread yearly you get about $1.1 million. I believe if GBC has got this kind of money sitting there, or if they have a way to raise that to take care of whatever bid they went for at the GFA. If they have lost that bid, boxing is one option for that they can explore, and I believe it's going to give them the best that money can buy, because we can get about 12 fights in a year, and within every month, that means basically one fight in a month. Before the month, there will be a lot of other activities like media workout, um, interaction with the fans, a meeting and all that stuff. We can do press conferences as well as the wing ceremony. So there will be a lot of content to be generated through this series, and I believe if GBC coming on board to bid or to take the how do you call it, take it up, we could come out with something good, and at the end of the day, before by close of 3 years, we'll be able to raise not less than 2 or 3 world champions if we are able to get ahead of GBC. And I believe government is in charge of GBC, and we are asking government to push the supporters, because I'm not comparing. It's not bad comparison, because it's sports, two sports. One sport has been able to win more race than the other, but still they are not getting their fair share. If I don't know the truth in it, but what I heard some other time was that the other time was that the winners of the Ghana Premier League that will be vying for Africa Premiership. The club that wins to go to Africa will be supported by $50,000, and also with those team, the club qualifying for the Continental Championship also, or the Continental Cup Confederation. I don't know if it's Confederation or Continental Cup. They will be getting about $100,000. So it's more or less like $250,000. Like the national teams, all that stuff that they do, and payment of the national team coach and all that stuff. So we also deserve the same thing, because boxing has won more laurels than 8 other sports in Ghana. Our first world championship or world title that we got across any sport was boxing. Moreover, when it comes to boxing is the only sport that has won a medal at the Olympic. That is silver. At the Olympic, boxing that won that. Apart from that, when you're talking about the numbers in terms of sport, boxing has been able to fill the Accra Sports Stadium some years back in 1972, when the keeper fought Danny Lopez. It was about 134,000 people. Though I know the capacity by then couldn't remember, the way the structure is a way that can contain a lot of people. And I was told some of the people were some people climbed trees to be able to have their
to even watch it well.
So, about the best and the records, we have all the best in the records. So I'm pleading with the government, especially the president, who was once a boxer, to come to our aid. When the later Tamis was a president, he was able to push for the hockey people to get something good. Now we are pleading with him as a boxing to come to our aid, so that he can support us with money. Boxing is all about money. We are able to raise the needed fund, we can put up the best shows out there for the fans to come and watch.
All right, great. I mean, you said something that I really want to bring attention to, especially the work of the media. Recently, with COVID-19, we saw that a lot of content, even on GTV, were even the old football. It should tell you that, I mean, um, everything that comes on TV is something that people really do watch. Now, let's look at somebody like Frank Warren. He has BT Sport studios. And that is where they are able to even do the show and broadcast it now in the COVID-19 era. We saw Matchroom Boxing do it with the Matchroom Garden, right? The Garden, they did the show there and then they stream it through ESPN and then the DAZN and all that. It's like that. Almost everybody's trying to support his people from domestically. And once at least you have a domestic channel holding you, it's very easy for the promoter's job that he's doing to get or reach outside the world. So for this one, I'm really going to also add my voice to it and also plea to the media that when there's boxing, they should really come out and support us and stream the events so that people around the world will watch, because that's the only way that the good job that people like box office promotions, ASOR promotions, fight ready promotions, everything that they are doing will be able to reach the world and for the people to see. Because if you had about 1.5 million to go bid for football and you didn't get, and you give us even $500,000, you push that even $500,000 into boxing in Ghana, I feel like it will be something very big, and then it would reap a lot of benefits, including more laurels than we already even have. Now, I want to talk a little bit. Our time is far gone, so I want us to talk a little bit about the show that you had coming up that got called off. This fight, Sheriff Quay versus Michael Ansafai, that you were about to promote, that COVID-19 called it off. I want to find out, is this fight still going to come on if the government gives the green light for boxing to return? I think I have lost Mr. Ntiamoah a little bit, but I'll try to get him back on the show. I mean, Mr. Alex Ntiamoah is one of the biggest promoters that we have here in Ghana, if not the biggest. He's done a lot of shows, giving the fans the biggest fights, 50-50 fights. He's giving this platform to new talents to reach. He's giving his platform to new talent to come exhibit their talents to the world. But through his promotions, we've been able to discover guys like Alfred Lamte and then expensive boxer. John Lai. We have Hussein Abubakar and Mubarak Abubakar. We've discovered a lot of talents on his show. He's promoted in places like Accra. He's taking his shows from the city to the eastern region. Also a very big show, classic shows. He's had some legends on his bill. I'm talking of Joshua Clotte. He's had Joseph Agbeko also on his show. He's done it all. When it comes to Ghana, he's done a lot of things. He's giving his platform to almost everybody that has something to exhibit, to come show what they can do and to bring out the best out of them. He was the one who made this show happen, like I was talking about, the make or break Bukom Banku versus Basti Samed, full capacity. The stadium was full. And then at the Osha Fort before the COVID-19, he promoted this fight, Braham Tabu versus the Nigerian cruiserweight biggest. I think if it's not the biggest, I think one of the biggest. He went to Russia to cause a very big upset in Russia. So I think a lot of people know him, Durodola. And he was also the one behind Bukom Banku versus Aite Powers. This was the fight everybody was looking up, the repeat or revenge, but unfortunately it hasn't been able to come on. But on the show, he said that his team are looking into bringing it somewhere around December 6th or next year. Next year March is one of the things that you're trying to work on and to bring it. Mr. Alex Ntiamoah is almost back on the show, and then I'll just take his few out. He's already been on the show for a very long time, so I'll just add him, and then we'll take some few remarks from him. Like I was asking him that the fight against the fight between Sheriff Quay and then Michael Ansan, it was the fight that he was almost bringing to other because of the COVID-19. It hasn't happened and all that. I mean, Mr. Boakye, will we see this fight when the government gives the green light for boxing to return?
Are you talking about Sheriff Quay fight? Yes. It's
Yeah,
one fight that the fans want to see them. The final part, because each of the boxers has won one fight at least,
right.
and it's a trilogy that we had wanted to bring to Ghanaians.
Mm,
The
mm,
other around match, and it couldn't happen because one of the boxers had injury,
mm,
specifically Michael Ansan, and we postponed it to May 30th, but due to COVID, it's
mm,
more or less on the road.
mm.
But we are trying to put it together, seeing the way forward. If the bans will be lifted, then we can go ahead.
Okay, and I want to find out that if the government gives the green light, will it be promoting alone, or you have other people you're talking to come together to make the show happen?
I, I had a I had some of my partners to collaborate to promote September 20th, of which I
Okay.
believe becomes the 55th year that Ghana had its first world title to Dick Poison. So I'm trying to honor the fight I'm trying to use the fight to honor DK Poison as DK
Oh, okay. That's great.
Poison fight. But
Mm.
it's unfortunate that we couldn't get the president to
To lift
lift
the
uh,
ban. Mm,
that ban. But we are
mm.
I'm trying to see if there will be a way that we can have some small arrangements for him to present a new title that was donated by the WBC. I wrote
Oh,
them
okay.
through Bobiano, who was um, chairman of the rating committee some time back, but
Oh, okay.
he has the MTK president. I lobbied through him, and they were able to bring us some new title. But the president's head is on it
Okay.
because it was meant for him to be able to present to the boxer. But we
All
are
right.
trying to do whatever best we could do so that at least if we are not able to put any boxing event on that day, especially at least the man can be honored with a new title belt. And so that's one thing we want to do. But still, the fight of Michael Ansan and Sheriff will go ahead. We are preparing. We have it on the table, and we are discussing to get it from there as soon as possible. And as you asked, yes, I'll be cool promoting with other promoter, Ace Power Promotions, because they have approached me that they want
Okay.
us to do something. I'm looking forward to see the boxers are stable, at they are stable to be able to feature on those shows, and we
Okay.
believe that is sustain the sport.
Okay. Okay. Great. Great. I mean, for anybody that has sent me a message asking how he will be able to get to Ghana to fight, or wanting to bring somebody to Ghana to come fight, you're looking for a promoter to work with. I mean, all those guys. The guy I'm talking to is your plug. He's the promoter that we have in Ghana that's making a lot of things happen. So, Mr. Ntiamoah-Boakye, if someone wants to connect to you or reach you, so for them to get their fighters on your bill to fight, how should they go about it? How can they contact you?
Actually, you are the first point of contact, I don't have any problem because I know you refer, and we'll be able to plan around it. Like I said, boxing is my
Mm,
passion. It's not much about money issue, but be able to keep the industry running And so I'm very, very much prepared to work with one here in Ghana. If you want to put out there my email or my number
Yeah,
for
yeah.
them to write straight to me, I don't have any problem about it also.
Oh, okay, all right. Then I'll get your number, and then I already have your number, so I'll take your email, and then we'll push it and post it, make it in a poster so that other people can reach you. Hello, can you hear me? I think the network is acting up. We've heard a lot of things that he said. Uh, um, I'll talk to him and get his email address, and then I'll put it across in the description of this video. So that anybody that wants to get in contact with him, you can just go on the description, and then you take his number, and then you reach him. I want to say a very big thank. I don't know if he's still on by. Uh, okay, I think. Oh, okay. So what I'll do is I'm going to put across the. Hello, can you hear me? Because I think you muted me. Oh, okay. You muted me, so you have to unmute me so I can hear. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So I'm going to put the number across. But once I do that, maybe I want to get your final words, and then I can end the show. I'm going to put your details there, and
My
then.
that we praying and we are pleading with the president to listen to us to lift the ban. If not for all contact sports, but for boxing, we are prepared from my outfit. We are prepared to adhere to protocols.
Yeah.
So ready for that. Anytime the authorities want to do like they requested, they want to have some assurance, they can contact the EBA to get those equipment and those measures that are put in place to contain the virus whilst we go about with our promotions.
All right, great. You just heard it from the man himself, Mr. Alex Ntiamoah-Boakye. Yes, if boxing returns, a lot of things will get back to the exciting way, especially the way boxers are earning and everything. But one sad thing that has hit boxing in Ghana is the death of the young boy John Comey. You can't come on here without saying some few things about him, and then and what you think Ghanaian boxers should do right, so that something like what we've been hearing at least will not happen again.
Yeah, Kofi, can you go over it again?
Okay,
Because
I was saying.
there was.
Okay, I was saying that once you are on here, I would like to use the get your reactions on what has happened to our young boxer. The death of John Comey. I'm sure you've also heard of what is happening and what has happened and all that.
Yeah,
It's so sad that.
it's just unfortunate that something of that sort happened.
Yeah,
I'm not blaming anybody for it, but life sometimes that is how things go. But I'm not seeing any support from government for boxers preparation, especially the amateur boxers preparation
yeah,
towards the 2023 significant games here in. The reason why I'm saying this is that I had the privilege of talking to Edwards, who was the winner for Icons team when they went to
Okay.
they were able to do very good. Not because they have the best coach as at that time, but the government spent a lot of money. The UK government spent a lot of money on them. He told me that he said the government spent at least
the internet. Yeah, I think the internet again. I think the internet is messing up again, but yeah, you are on how much he was given.
Hello, Kofi.
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me? Oh, too bad. But I'm sure he'll connect. He'll get back to us for the last time before we go. I'm really interested in the story, for him to tell us about that, and then we'll go. I mean, we get to some few people sending in their comments. Maria Peve say hi guys. Yeah, hi. He says, my husband loves you guys. Thank you, Maria. We also love your husband. Say a very big hi to him for us. And from Boxing, he said Kofi power. Yeah, Kofi. Yeah, thanks Snapper for tuning in. Guys, I'll be getting Snapper on the show very, very soon. He's also one of the guys who's into boxing management far away in the USA. And yeah, I'm trying my possible best to have a conversation with him here on Kboxtv and then see what he also has in stock coming. He even has Roy Jones Jr. also in his corner. Maybe he can get us to get it to him. So we're still in contact with him. Mr. Boakye. Hello, Mr. Boakye. Hello, Mr. Boakye. Can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me? Hello, Alex, can you hear me? He's struggling to hear him. But guys, I think we are almost done with the show for today. I'll try my best. Like you see, his number is. I put his number across on the line. If you want to reach him, you can call him on +223, which is the Ghana code, 0243226098. You can reach him if you're a boxer and you want to. For him to give you his platform to fight, you can reach him, or you can send him an email to box_sports@life.com. Send him a message there. And then let him know, and then he will do his best to put you on the show. I'm trying my possible best to get him back on the show. And if you're a promoter and you want to get your boxer in Ghana to fight, all you need to do is just send him an email to box_sports@live.com, or you can send him a WhatsApp. You just WhatsApp him on the telephone number. It's not just a telephone number, it's also a WhatsApp number. So you can just send him a text on +233-243-226098, and then he was going to respond and get you into Ghana to fight. We're only praying that the president of Ghana gives the go ahead for boxing to return here in Ghana, so that my friends who are boxers, and my colleagues and everybody who is affiliated or has some kind of connection with boxing can be able to get their life back on track. Like you said, these guys have skills, and if they don't use it, it becomes very dangerous. So we're only hoping that boxing will return and we'll see them fighting like we used to see them in the venues. I mean, this our only prayer. Hello, Mr. Boakye.
Yeah, like I was saying
Mm-hmm.
before the
Uh-huh.
interruption
Mm,
again. Like I
mm,
said, it's just unfortunate that we lost this young chap who I believe would have been one of the greatest boxers that the country produced.
mm,
Uh, Very, very unfortunate. But like I said, boxers here in Ghana has not been looking uh, after well, because comparing to elsewhere, they are being looked after well as national team members. And
mm,
we have Ghana hosting 2023 All
mm.
African, and
Right.
boxing is of our strength. That
Mm,
the government need to support seriously. Like I was saying, I had the privilege of talking to Terry Edwards, who was once one time a trainer, coach for the UK
mm,
team, but,
mm,
uh, coach American and others. Before
mm,
the target is to get medals for their country, so they spent a lot of money on them doing camping like 3 months. Then the after the camping, they travel and have some uh, friendly fights with
mm,
in other countries. Then after they come, then they break like a week or two. Then they come together, prepare about 3 months, then they go and all that stuff. So before they could get to the Olympic, they have been able to learn some of the styles from other people coming over.
mhm,
The money that was spent on each boxer, you'll be amazed. The boxer, the money was about not less
mm,
than 900,000, as Terry Edwards told me, that each
mhm.
boxer, uh, the government spent at least $900,000 pounds on each
Wow.
boxer a period,
Wow.
over a period of 4 years. So why can't we do the same? We have 2023 coming, it's just 3 years. Why can't we have the boxes prepare very well? Because we cannot just post things for people to come and, win with the overall medal table. We need
Right.
to prepare ourselves well so that we can be able to win the medal table. And boxing is one area that can bring us a lot of medals. Like I
Right.
said, if we're able to prepare them well, and at least we are able to get about 7 out of the 10 categories, or maybe 6 out of the 10 category, it will put Ghana on the medal table, and that is the purpose of hosting a very big uh,
Event like that.
sports festival in Africa. So I'm pleading with sports ministry and the government to come to our aid as boxing fraternity, because the
Mm,
industry, because of the COVID, if we are not careful, the industry will collapse. So we are asking, one, government lift the ban; two, we need money. Government should support us at least through GBC. They can get the rights, or the media rights, and then they
right.
can support us financially. That is
Right.
the words I have to say.
Right. Right. Thank you very much, Mr. Ntiamoah-Boakye, for your time. We really appreciate it. You've been here. I mean, what they don't know is we were trying to get on the line since 7 o'clock. So I mean, honestly, a very
Yeah,
big thank you for your
I
time. We
also
really appreciate it.
need a platform to be able to say what I have
Mm,
uh, in the pipeline, and so,
mm,
you are such an amazing guy who have taken the sport of boxing to the next level. If we could get one or two or three people like you boxing all over the place.
Thank you. Thank you.
Be able to take our deserved sport.
Thank you. Thank you very much for that kind words. Thank you. Thank you again. Thank you for the kind words. And yeah, we hope to see boxing, the glory days back again. Thank you. Guys, my guest has been Mr. Ntiamoah-Boakye. His numbers are on the screen. You can reach him there, especially if you're a promoter out there, you want to get your guys on the show here in Ghana. For all those asking me the questions, I want to get my guys in Ghana to come fight and know that this is your plug, like I said. His name is Mr. Alex Ntiamoah-Boakye. His numbers are on the screen. You can reach him on 024 024 3226 or you can send him an email via boxoffice@live.com, and then you'll be able to get your guy on the show. I just got another message from Fakao Jr. He said, hi. Yeah, Fakao, thank you for making time to watch us. We'll be back here, God willing, tomorrow with what's happening in the world of boxing. I have my regular guys, Medoda and then Soa. They will join me on the show and we'll discuss what's happening in the world of boxing. There are a lot of things happening in the world of boxing. Kell Brooks and Terence Crawford looks like something which is going to happen. And the good thing too that we're seeing now is that Dylan White is back in the gym working out. And so we feel like maybe one round against him versus Povetkin might be rewritten in the rematch in December. And on me mentioning Povetkin, I'd like to say a very big happy birthday to him because today is his birthday. We wish him well. Also in Ghana, today is Robert Quay's birthday. We also wish him a very big happy birthday. And then if today's your birthday, we wish you a very big happy birthday and we wish you well. Like I said, I'll be back here tomorrow, God willing, with my regular guys to talk what's happening in the world of boxing on the Total Boxing Show. And I also want to say that, God willing, Friday, I'll also be here to discuss boxing with another person. I don't know who is going to be it, but definitely I'll be here with someone. So stick and stay with Kboxtv. Make sure you catch all your regular updates and everything. If you want to be on the show, all you need to do is just send me a message on Kboxtv, send it to Kboxtv. I'll pick it from there and then we'll set it up. Like I said, the platform is for everybody in boxing and anybody who wants to get his voice heard in boxing, especially my African brothers and people in other places or other continents. That boxing are not that big. The platform is for you. If you come on and you let us know, we'll definitely get you on the show, and so that you get your voice heard by the over 350 followers that we have across the world to know what you're doing and where you can also take the sport of boxing. Junior Fakao is, when are we going to have an interview at our gym, Panic Boxing Gym? Junior is going to come very soon. Just send me a message, send me a personal message, and we'll set it up and we'll make it happen. All right. Once again, I want to say a very big thank you to the guys that commented, Maria Pevi and Snapper Boxers, and then Fakao Junior. I want to say a very big thank you to you guys for your comments. And anybody that's watching anywhere across the world, we want to say a very big thank you for always making time to hear us anytime that we come on here. It's a very beautiful evening in Ghana, and wherever you are, I'm sure it's also you have a very nice weather. I want to say a very big thank you for always making time. My guest on the show was Mr. Alex Ntiamoah. Thank you, and see you, God willing, tomorrow with a Total